Hello everybody, and welcome back to Twin Love. This is your Twin Flame Energy update for this coming week from today, the 23rd of October, through to the 30th, I do believe. So I've actually been really excited about doing this for you today because of developments that have been going on, not only visions, information, downloads, but also my own twin flame journey, the stages of where I'm at this moment in time. And guys, it really is happening. Now I'm going to tell you what's happened with me. First of all though, before I get into anything, again, always I want to start off with thanking you all for your likes, your comments. Oh guys, honestly, you lot bring me to tears because I just feel the love, and I'm so grateful, and I just want you to know that I love you so much too. So thank you just for your love and support and everything that you do to show me that. Okay. Also to those who have reached out for their own personal journeys as well, for their own readings, thank you so much for coming to me and for trusting me with my insight to help guide you on your journey. So again, I truly appreciate all of you who have reached out to me as well. So, right, first of all, I'm gonna basically tell you what's been going on with me and my twin, because there's been development since the last week, and in fact only last night my twin out of nowhere said to me, good night my twin soul. He said good night my twin soul. Now I was completely blown away, because that to me just goes to show that he has definitely been heart connecting and waking up to who we both are to each other, to what we are. And the fact he said it off his own back without any push from me just goes to show that he is finally getting it, and his soul is finally talking to him, and he's listening, and he's waking up, and he's acknowledging his true self. He's acknowledging the connection, the soul connection. And for him to call us twin souls just goes to show that, you know, I'm obviously doing this for a reason, guys. You know, I'm not talking out of my arsehole. So, yes, he's well aware. Now, what he's also well aware of are his own fears. And this was a discussion we were having. Yeah, and me too. I'm totally there with fear as well. I saw it in myself last night because, you know, I've noticed there are darker energies around, and I've had to learn to really trust myself and stop letting fear get in the way. And I always get to this point where I feel like I can't handle the intensity and the love, and you know, even now I'm still learning myself, but you know, I'm trusting myself more, because instead of doing what I normally do, I have stuck with it and I've stayed in my truth. And this has been ongoing now for the last year. And even though sometimes I get in that headspace and ego, you know, I just say it really to test myself. But I know I've come a long way, and I know that by me standing in my truth and just being in that state of love, that this is actually working wonders for Twin, because he is starting to wake up. So, you know, waking up, it doesn't mean that, you know, twins are suddenly, you know, here ready. What it means is that they're acknowledging who they are, what we are, the level of connection, love, the soul connection, you know, what they're here to do, the fact that they need to look inwards and work on themselves. This is what waking up is about seeing your surrounds and starting to see who you truly are within this 3D world. And this is what they're doing, okay? My one's proving it to me daily in the physical. I understand that if some of you aren't in physical contact, then please just trust that this is happening, whether you can see it or not, okay? So, you know, it's just a case of trusting and sticking to truth, because truth is the only way forward, all right? Now then, I had a vision as well that the divine feminines were walking in front in this forest, had a lot of trees around, millions of trees, and as the feminine was walking, the trees were actually growing, okay? And what the feminine was doing, she had pebbles of light in her hands, lots of different pebbles, and all these pebbles had lights like illuminated, and she was leaving the pebbles as she was walking through this forest, and she was leaving them on the ground, and the divine masculine was behind her picking up these pebbles, but he was a few pebbles away, okay? But what that is showing me is that the divine feminines are lighting the way for the divine masculines, okay? So every bit of work that we do on ourselves is for the masculines too. Whether we feel that we're doing the right thing, we are. When we're looking after ourselves and standing in our truth and self-loving and self-respecting, we are lighting the way for the masculines. So please trust that. You know, don't think that you're neglecting by loving self. You're supposed to be at that point in order to help the masculines. That's the only way the masculines are going to follow. So the masculines are only a few steps behind, guys, all right? And they're starting to pick up the lights. We are lighting the way for them, all right? Now, just the downloads that I got, this all ties into really with my own journey too. I fully appreciate that. But I've written it down, and it's the divine masculines are aware of their connection to the divine feminines. They're finally tapping into their hearts, finally acknowledging the soul flame and waking up to who they are. They're seeing what's standing in their way, and they know they need to make decisions, because their decisions either come from staying in their safety of their egos, all right, where they're shielding themselves, or they need to break down the layers and live truly in their heart space. Okay, that's where they're getting to now. They're having to make that choice, because they know that ultimately we're going to be together. They know that, but they're trying to work out how, because of their own bullshit. How are they going to stop being and living their own bullshit? So this is where they're at the moment, okay? But fear is what's preventing. We all know that. We all know that's the ultimate energy that is preventing is fear. And that's what they need to work on, okay? So divine feminines, we need to give the divine masculines their space, all right? Let them do their analysing and their assessing and their connecting to themselves, because this is very important for them to do that. This is why we find ourselves so many times in separation, because this is what we learn. But you don't need to go into a separation in order for that to happen. What we need to learn is, ultimately, we just need space. So that isn't separation. We've moved away from that now. That cycle has come to an end. The on again, off again, on again, blah, 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 running, chasing. That's coming to an end, guys. Where we're going is onto a new level, okay, together, in union, all right, in actual heart space and love. We're coming to a place of acceptance. But during these stages, we've got to also respect them and ourselves by allowing space, okay, for time of reflection, for me time, all right? Now, divine feminines, fear is creeping back in. Please don't allow the negative influences back in. I told you, light and dark. We're coming into balance. I've noticed it myself this week, where there have been situations that have niggled at me, But again, I've been fully aware of what the darkness is trying to do, and every single time they're making me feel in any way, shape or form that I have any form of fear or doubt, I am telling them to literally fuck off. Sorry, excuse my language, but that's what I'm doing. I'm like, no, sorry, you are not winning this time. Darkness, you are not winning. The light is just as powerful and we are in balance, okay? So you've got to keep that in mind. Every single time you are feeling that way, you have to tell it to do one, all right? Just believe in the light. Believe in the light. Believe in the universe. Believe in your love. Because love is ultimately the answer to everything, okay? So I've just said, Divine Feminine, stay in your truth and get rid of any lingering doubts and fears. And also to help you with that, please call upon Archangel Michael, because he's here to help us, okay? Call upon Archangel Michael and ask him for your divine protection. Ask him to keep you in this light of protection, all right? Meditate, see yourselves in this light. Picture you and Trim in this divine, beautiful, bright, white light of positivity and love, all right? Now, another thing that was interesting, the other day on the new moon, I decided to do my, my ritual, my manifestation ritual, and I wish I'd recorded it. I wish I'd recorded it, but the flame went indigo. Now, I've never had that happen before. It was an indigo flame. And what was interesting was everything in me was telling me to record it, and I didn't, and I wish I had done now. But I'm going to wait until the next moon phase to do so, because I have a feeling that might be coming about again. But indigo flame, obviously, we know twin flames, you've got your different blue rays or whatever, you know, there is out there, what they say. But indigo flame, I suppose, is significant to me specifically. And I read up on indigo flames and indigo children, and well, I just didn't even know that that's what this was. So that made a lot of sense in terms of my journey and my childhood and who I am. So I think they're just showing me more and more about who I am, and you know, obviously I'm going to be doing a lot more research into that too. So once I get my head around it fully, I'll be able to have a bit more information on that as well, okay? Right, so reading for this week, Divine Feminines, we have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands signifies stability. It signifies, it's the marriage card, it's firm foundations. And, you know, this is where we're coming into a place of solidifying our union. Standing our truth is what gets us here. And standing in our love is ultimately the way to achieve this, okay? Now, this is because, you know, we can't go wrong when we live our truth, all right? And when we speak our truth. So I urge you to carry on voicing what it is you need to say in the depths of you, all right? Don't try and you know, think of ways of how to say it. Talk from your heart. Just allow your heart to do the talking, all right? But this is where we're coming to a place of firm, solid foundations, security, commitment. Isn't that beautiful? And right underneath, we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is completely new emotional beginnings, new love, new emotional, you know, it's like the next step up, because we are feeling this new level of love, and the more we stay in it and the more we allow the light to keep the negative at bay, will be more in our heart space, and so therefore we've got this new love now, okay? Obviously I'm talking about with twin, all right? So this is new emotional beginnings, new love. And that brings us to justice. So justice, complete balance, justice being made in our favour. You know, the universe is working very, very hard to create this balance in our lives when we allow it and when we trust it and we have faith in it. And because of this new love, this is where we're getting into complete state of balance. So, you know, carry on doing what you're doing, Divine Feminines, because it's working, all right? And just trust in the process. Now, Divine Masculines, I've got to say I'm quite excited about this. They've got the Death card. I love the Death card. I really do, because this to me signifies complete and utter transformation. This is the death of their ego. This is the death of all of their old negative crap and coming into a completely new cycle and rebirth. They're being reborn, all right? So this is the death of all negative situations and complete and utter transformation. So it's just confirming what's been going on, not only in my personal journey, but also the downloads, all right? And here we have the moon right underneath, because the moon is about illusions. And this is what's happening. The Divine Masculines are addressing their own illusions. This is why there is a transformation, because they're starting to finally see the light. The moon is shining down where things have been hidden and in darkness. They're now starting to fully see their own darkness, but their own light within themselves. And this is why they're going to be going through their transformations, all right? Which brings us to the Four of Cups. And this is them now sitting down, taking their time. Like I said, we need to give them their space. This is now them taking their time and reflecting and working on themselves, because they are looking straight up the divine, straight at the divine, offering them this divine love. Okay? So they are now looking straight towards this and they are analysing themselves. Alright, so this is why it's vitally important to give them their space and time this week, please. Please. But there you go. They're doing their work, guys. Well done, Divine Masculines. I'm so proud of you guys. I really am, because, you know, I'm just full of so much love today. I really am. It blows my mind every time. You know, they never let me down. They never let me down. Now, here it is. In the 5D, a card jumped out. It kept jumping out. And I wanted to see if any more were going to follow, but none did. So I just thought, well, this is obviously the only message. But the Tower, now some people don't like the Tower, but I love it, because, again, this is the breakdown of the negative structure that needs to happen, because the Divine is finally stepping in and creating these catalysts to happen in order to wake us up, the collective up, all right? So the catalysts are necessary, and I've said about the catalyst before, it's still happening. Just because it didn't happen last week, it doesn't mean that that's not happening now. This is still occurring. So these catalysts need to happen, all right? Which is so good, because this is finally going to be getting rid of all the negative crap, breaking down all the negative layers and structures, so that we are left with something pure and substantial and truthful, all right? So this is beautiful, guys. Now then, actual happenings. We've got the clover, the owl and the coffin. I'm pretty sure the clover was in the same position as last week. And the clover is pure luck. It's a great deal of luck and protection. And, you know, putting away all unnecessary doubts and fears, giving it to the hands of the gods, for them to sort out everything that you need them to. Just put away unnecessary concerns, because you don't need to worry. Because the owl here is worry, and the coffin is about changes and delays and having to be patient, and, you know. So because there's a bit of a waiting game here, what they're saying is, please just trust that we're here. You're protected. You've got sorry, I can't talk. The luck is in the hands of the gods, all right? You're in a very lucky period right now, so please just trust. Don't allow the negative influences in, all right? And then we have the anchor. I'm pretty sure we had the anchor last time as well, and the sun. And we've got the garden. So the anchor is about anchoring ourselves. It's about standing firm, okay? Having a great deal of security. And this is the meeting card. This is meeting with your loved one, okay? This is an actual physical meeting here. And the sun is ultimate achievement and great success and a positive outcome. So it's very positive meeting that is going to be taking place, all right? In the physical between you and twin, okay? You're going to be getting the outcome that you want, that is ultimate achievement, okay? And just stay firm, stand in your truth, okay? Keep grounded. And here we have the letters, the stork, and the heart again. So the letters is all about you receiving news. So news is coming in. The stork is about movement, forward movement. Things now, from where they've been stagnant, they're now going to be moving forward, and it's bringing in the love. So you are definitely hearing from your loved one here as well, okay? You're definitely hearing from twin. Some of you may be physically meeting, others of you may be physically hearing, but they are very much in our energies this week, okay? In the physical. So you will be hearing from them. And coming down, you know, there is a physical meeting of love here with twin. The love is going to be very deep, very meaningful, very lucky, very protected. You've got a great positive outcome with the love, you know. So whatever it is that you've been waiting for, it's coming, okay? And you're just nervous, you're just anticipating this meeting, but there's going to be a lot of positive movement forward in love this week, all right? And these two jumped out, and it's the woman and the mountain, and this is the divine feminines, okay? And the mountain represents something very big, very strong, rock solid, and something very, very substantial, okay? So just trust that this is something that is huge coming in, all right? And that's it. So again, you know, just allow the divine masculines their space. Let them come to you when they're ready, after they're doing their little analysing and getting in touch and seeing their layers and transformation, you know. But divine feminines, we've got such beautiful positive cards again, and we need to be there for our masculines, okay? We've got to help them get rid of this fear, okay? So I'm going to love you and leave you with that now. And again, thank you so much for your love and support. Please reach out anytime, and if you would like to book in your own personal readings with me, then please send me an email, and everything is in the description box below, all right? And I love you all, and thank you all again so much. Mwah. Until next time, bye.